Hello, Libra. So it looks like, oh wow, that's a lot of light there, right there. Okay, so we have this card was for the picture that they take before we go live, and it's returning from the underworld and engaging life. So maybe you've been a hermit. That's what I'm going to assume for Libra. We, we go underground and we take away or take things and take away that time from other people so we can engage in your our thoughts, right? So now once we've finished contemplating whatever needs to be contemplated, it's time to get back and engage in life and with our new truth and understanding. And I didn't know if I seen a card sitting facing upwards. Oh, I did. Wow, there could be a death in a situation, like bringing something to an end. So you could be bringing something to an end, and I do not know how that got in there, so it's there though. Let's see what else do we got going on for your weekend today and tomorrow, and maybe even start it up as of yesterday. And we'll take that one. We have an ending, definitely an ending. There's been some burdensome activity going on, and it's just like, I just can't do this no more. You either been doing it all on your own, trying. No, it looks like you're squashing somebody, like putting an ending to someone, like getting rid of somebody who's maybe been irritating and annoying you, and you may have been feeling really overburdened, and this person may not have been helping you out. So it seems like you maybe, you know, maybe you have gone into contemplation, like with this card, went within to see, what you need to do about the situation. And this has been a slow thing coming in. And yep, you went within, went and maybe did some spying to figure out which way do I go. You found out something new and you're able to take a new path, bring an ending to a situation and going forward. This is something that you're making happen, which is really good. Not bad for reading. Got the 2 cups at the bottom of that deck. Dang. So you may be making a choice regarding partnership, and it looks like you're trying to hit up on somebody there, like going down a new path. Getting rid of something that's been pretty burdensome, that has been no help, and it's like just it's been a slow time or a long time coming in. See, we'll give you a Celtic cross reading and find out what's going on. And let me get rid of something popping up on my computer. So for Libra, we have the 5 of Swords. This is you showing up as just really having a lot of change. I don't know what that noise was. I need to get my other channel off so I don't have to hear that. Okay. So we have the 5 of Swords, just having a change of mind, feeling like maybe there's other people, like when you bring an ending to something that you've been feeling overwhelmed with. Now all of a sudden it's like the people who you thought were your friends, they're like attacking you too, and you're like having to stand up for yourself and go back into hermit mode. What the heck? I don't think you're wanting to go back into hermit mode, do you? It's like wanting to just get the heck out of Dodge, take a new path, and yeah, you're just wanting to just run away from it all, just hide out from them so they can't pick on you, most likely. And see what's going on. What is your goal for this? You have just trying to find some guidance. You want to just bring a peace of mind, find some balance, find a new direction. Maybe you're finding whatever it is, you want to go to resolve some conflict here. The conflict, so you're going within, trying to find guidance. So what you're doing right at the moment is healing from, some sad stuff that was said. There were some words that were said, and so you're healing from that. It's the 3 of Swords, so this is healing, so you can so you can feel able to go down another path that you're probably looking at going. Oh, so what's happening is maybe there's this new opportunity, a new beginning in love, and it's caused that conflict, and so you're really having to go in. this new beginning in love or a new project, something that's really dear and close to your heart. It's making you, there's an opportunity to gain a lot of understanding here, be able to go forward and take charge and take the lead in this situation regarding, this new love that you've seen, this new opportunity in love. You're able to take you're able to take that charge. I don't know if you can see that. It's like, oh yeah, look at me. I don't know. Can you see that? It's not too much of a glare. Try to put it on a decent enough background. Maybe I should just put black down, right? Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Oh, just wonderful. So how are you feeling about this situation here, that this change that's come in that you're having to really go within to see? You feel that this is going to, there's just like a lot of conflict. You see that it's like everybody has their own opinion here. That's what I see. Everybody's doing their own freaking thing. Nobody has managed to like come. You all start off on the same darn tree, but everybody's going in their own little direction, and that's kind of not a good deal, right? And you see this, you have an understanding. These people, it's like they were your friends, right? They started off on that same tree with you, but now all of a sudden they've gone in all these other directions. And how good is that for you? Yeah, I'm stuttering on this. What the heck? So you're trying to find a balance. You want to figure out how to fix this stuff, right? So the overall purpose for you healing your little broken heart is to be able to have leadership, take charge over this, put some rules into place, take charge, put rules into this stuff that you got going on down here. So Libra, this is just amazing. And the timing for this, or it's like you need to take swift action. You're wanting to take swift action about this. You want to just find the information that you want. You hope to find it really quick here, because there's a lot of mental conflict going on, a lot of action here too. Yep, we have the 7 of Wands, so you're really standing your ground, very determined to get going on trying to fix this conflict right here. And what to look out for, a possibility of something that could be coming your way is you need to look out for some type of false truth coming in. There's going to be some type of addictive behavior coming on in. There's some stuff going on maybe behind the scenes that you're just not looking at. There's some type of false truth, maybe in regards to what you're actually, especially about this thing, this person that's coming in, this opportunity, this person that's got, regarding this new start in love, this person. There's something addictive about this person. Maybe you're being addictive towards this person, or maybe this person has addictions. Even though this is an opportunity, this is coming in for you to have the understanding of this, have knowledge of it. There's going to be something you'll find out, some type of false truth, be it what it may. And it may be, maybe there's a secret, something, maybe if this is a person, maybe there's something more going on behind the scenes than you didn't know. And you may have to actually look the other way, because maybe you're not in a place right now where you can say something for sure about this situation. You have to make sure, how is this going to affect you? Something you didn't see before about someone right here in regards to what's coming in, So that is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I don't know who is watching, but that's the reading I have for Libra. And I was going to do like all 3 sides, but I can't do that to people for some reason. And I have a little thumbs up, so I thank you for that. And I'm probably going to come after I finish all my readings. I might come on, and whoever pops in and comes in and says hello and wants a reading, I might do a reading just for free, pull free cards. just for the fun of it, because, you know, I need to do something other than always just talking to the camera, right? So anyways, the person, whoever's watching, I'll pull a card for you and just see what do we got for you. And you don't even have to say anything. Just, if it's there, you can always give a thumbs up. And if you're happy with this, whatever card I pull for you, what is it that this person that I don't know who it is, because I can't see who it is, what is it that they're needing? What is going on? What is an advice card? So you could be going through an ending, maybe feeling tied and bound. Well, not tied, but just like every time you turn around, maybe you feel that you're stuck, like you're getting, somebody's always trying to block you from proceeding forward in something, and you're just really freaking sick and tired of it. And people maybe use a lot of their words against you. Maybe someone's using words against you to try to just keep you stuck in a place that you're trying to find a way to get out, and you just are having a really hard time getting out of this situation and feeling like you're boxed in. I know if you're you're not in a box, I know that, because you wouldn't have a phone, because you'd have to have electricity in the phone, in the box. But hey, this is just feeling really trapped. But this is also words. This is other people's words trying to stop you, because I seriously doubt this is actuality, you know, the physical knife, you know, who knows, maybe got lots of piercings. Oh, hello. I don't know if this is like lots of piercings or not, but I mean, this is just a lot of mental activity that's just wanting to be brought into, ugh. If I had this would be I would feel that this was just like too much anxiety and needing to find a way to just chill out and bring something to an end, and not being able to find a way out of this though. And it's like, it's all in your head, but that's a hard deal to get out of your head. When it's in your head, you're so stuck. It's like driving a car. We're so used to a certain type of behavior from other people, and we develop our certain reactions, and we get so ingrained in using those reactions. It's like, you know, the way you drive a car, it becomes automatic that you don't even notice it until boom, it's brought to your attention. And then you start paying attention to your reactions, how you react to other people's words and stuff, and start taking back your power. You start controlling, instead of doing things on autopilot, you start taking things into your own power and take back your control, even over your own self, over your own words. And you know what? Sometimes we feel guilty to, you know, maybe people, they put stops in you saying, well, you said you were going to do this. And it was like, well, so they hold you to your word on certain things, and you know, always break your word. You don't have to stay stuck in something because someone uses that on you. And one more little card, just because I can, wow. So this is the Magician energy, just like starting all over, because if you did look at this is like a 10, right? So you go, if you did numerology, you take this 10, and a 10, 1 and 0 is 1. So it's like starting over, getting some kind of brand new idea. And look at this, we have a new idea here. This is being able to use that which is within you and taking all those. It's like there's so many different hands coming out of this person. This would be like every single one of these little objects that boom, 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 that people used against you. Now you taking back that power and using those, seeing some type of new way to take back your power over these little things that have kept you stuck. You having the tools within you to use it, finding little it's like magic, being the magician, giving them what they think they want. Oh God, now I'm gonna teach bad stuff here. Giving them what they think they want to hear, basically, because this is them keeping you blocked. So why not give them what they want to hear? And you can magically disappear out of the situation while they're thinking that they're getting what they want to hear, as long as you're not hurting them. But you know what? If they've hurt you by keeping you blocked, then you're not hurting them at all. You're doing your own thing for your own self, and that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's called Libra energy. Being up in your head a lot and other people putting you in your head. And I have a Libra moon, so that's really bad for me because that's emotions. And so my emotions are mental. Well, that sounds really bad. I'm pretty sure you understand that one. Um, it is Libra energy. This is a Libra reading. And this is the Libra being able to, boom, go out and manipulate what they want in the world and creating illusions. Oh gosh, creating illusions. It's been done to me. I know this. So I understand it, and so it can be done to me. That means I understand that I've probably done it to others. So that's how I understand this energy. Is that to create the illusions to you can defeat enemies, people that try to block you from things. You can go back and use counterintuitive measures to get your way without hurting their feelings and keeping your feelings intact and creating what you want and getting away from a situation that's just no longer really even serving you, especially if it's keeping you stuck. Sometimes people, it's kind of really mean, and hopefully we don't have these kind of people in our lives, but I know that I know I've run into it. It depends on what your situation is, how closed off from the people you are, or how much who you have in your circle, but there's usually someone who knows how to push your buttons in your life. And if you don't have any way of, putting up boundaries and standing up for yourself, if you're so used to it, they just take jabs at you all the time. It's like now you can start standing your ground and not letting your emotions be involved in these situations. And it can help to release some of this pressure and then see your way clear. So yeah, using whatever skills you have inside of you to start creating, being a magician, basically creating your world for one. That is your right. And creating an illusion for others if it's needed in order to protect yourself. And as long as, like I said, it doesn't hurt nobody. And I'm going to get off of this subject really fast because I could just go on and on and on and on. Happy ending for them. That's what you do. You got to have a happy ending. That's like, you're in a stuck situation and everything is just like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? And little do we know, we have that choice to just break free and create, instead of thinking, oh, this isn't happening, so we're sad, we're not happy about it. Well, what do we want? We want this happy. Okay, well, quit thinking about that. Think about the happy. What step do you take to get to that happy? And if it's, you've been wanting this one thing that's just not happening and it's causing no happiness. Now I'm using my hands. It's not this thing that you've been wanting. It's like, okay, well, that's not giving you the happiness. So what can you do to get that feeling of happiness that you feel you want? If it's not that, you got to go and find something else that's really easy to attain. Put that thing on hold or put it to the back of your mind. Find something else. It could be as simple as going to the freaking refrigerator, pulling out some food items and making yourself the most exotic, freaking pleasurable food that you could imagine sticking in your mouth and eating all by yourself and just totally enjoying it for that moment all by yourself. And it's going to make you happy. And you have every right to enjoy that because you bought it. You stuck it in that refrigerator. It's all yours. It's going in your mouth. You're eating it. You're feeling good. And who cares about if you add a little bit weight to you? It's just a one-time deal to make yourself start to feel happy. And then boom, you're feeling happy. And don't even go there about, oh, but the weight, that's taking away from your happiness. So throw that stinky thought out and just keep that feeling of what it feels like to feel so good to eat that food. And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I don't know if you can feel the energy of what I'm trying to explain, but the thing that you're trying to be stuck in. It's like no longer does it have that effect in your brain anymore. Now you're starting to work towards being happy. Whatever that thing was that you're putting off that you thought could give you that happiness, now you're looking at other options that make you gain a happiness. Oh, geez, back. I'm just now looking up at the notes, the things over here for a second. Hold on. That well ran into deep, dry ice freezing. They don't take food stamps. Oh, at least they have ice cream at, or at least they take food stamps at the store, right? And Baskin Robbins, oh my gosh. I used to go to Lake Tahoe. I lived in Lake Tahoe for the summertime for 2 years. I lived up there actually, and I would take my kids. We go on a bike ride. I'd take them. They're twins, a boy and a girl, and I'd take them for a bike ride along. They had a bike trail along the south shore of the lake, and it was pretty cool. You go from the city to this little village. I forget what it's called, but they had this little ice cream shop. And it wasn't that much money. And I used to take $20 every weekend and take it with me, for me and my kids to, blow on ice cream and, some other stuff or whatever. But it was really cool to have that little memory of ice cream. So that's just kind of like, that got brought up. A gift card. Hold on one second. What? Yes, you are, please. Thank you. A gift card. Haha. You can always put like a thing. There's you go on Amazon or something and they have like a wish list, so you can let your friends know, hey, I have this wish list. I need some ice cream. Yeah. It's pretty cold out there. Chilly size. Rare to find a place that can do well. Need a cheesy dinner. Sometimes just pull out a can of chili and then just get some shredded cheese and throw as much cheese as you want on it and some crackers. That's a nice, that's actually a really nice one for during the winter time when it's chilly out. Oh, I love that too. That sounds really good. I was cutting onion the other day. Putting it in my chicken soup. I made a big, huge pot. It's a 3-4 quart, big, huge, one of those restaurant sized containers. And I was cutting onion and I was crying a little. So when I sent a message to her, I said, I was crying. And they said, oh, why? What's wrong? I said, I was cutting onion. Yeah. My sense of humor is terrible sometimes. But they're like, oh, it was cute because I kind of knew what they were going to say. They really thought I was crying and I was going to go tell them my emotions. Ha! I tell people my emotions, but that's okay. I don't share them that much. I share them when they're needed because I have empathy. I have a lot of empathy for people, which makes me a prime target for other people because, like they say, I've learned a lot about that narcissistic energy. And I don't even want to go there, but narcissism is really fun. And geez, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, anyways, hold on, let me see. Yep. You know what? If you can't live in your truth, then you're not living. If you can't live with the things you've done, good or bad, mostly the bad things, that's where you have shame. Oh yes. And the energy is like you get sucked dry. And if you don't know how to pull out of your energy, like I do, I've done reads for someone that's in my family. And after I was done, like I was working with her twice and I got off the phone first time and I was like, oh, and I did feel drained. I did tell her this too. So I can say this because if she watches my show, she'll if she watches any of my videos and she sees this, she'll know that I'm talking about her, but I'm keeping her privacy intact by not saying who she is. But this person put a lot of pressure on me to give her an answer that she was wanting to hear and not something that was not what she wanted to hear. And sometimes you don't need cards always to give the right answer. All you have to do is your intuition is your experiences in life, and that's how you know. And once you've come to a place of understanding of what intuition is, then you're able to, see a situation like ice, crystal clear. Whereas if, when I work with, and well, anyways, with her, before I get off the subject, um, when I got back on the phone with her, I tried to maintain. I knew already right off the bat that I was gonna be pulled right into her energy, and then as soon as I got done with her, I was like, the second time, then I was off, and it was like I started thinking about her situation, and I was already done with her. She was no longer anywhere on the internet or on my phone or nothing, but I was stuck trying to do something else, but my head was thinking about, or my mind was thinking about her situation. And it was like, is it buffering today to doc? They ask. Tell them when they say no. Hold on. Anyways, I finally realized, oh, wait a minute. I don't need to worry. That's her situation, and I'm putting my energy into there. There's no reason, I'm done with that. So, boom, I was able to just pull out, and it was awesome. I was able to go do my own thing, and nothing to do with her. And even right now, it's like I kind of just thought about her. Let's see, I wonder what she's doing. But, that's it, and then it's out. But it's really hard when you get stuck and not know how to pull out of energy when you're reading for other people. Let me read up really quick. So then I did think I'm making up a happy ending for them. Well, that's good, but what about for yourself? You need to keep a happy ending for you too. It doesn't really matter about them anyways. It matters about you. It's more empowering, I think, for you to be the one to have your happy ending, regardless of theirs. You can try to make up a happy ending for them, but they don't have to take that happy ending. It's their choice. And that's you trying to maybe fix them, trying to help them overextend your own. You don't even need to work for them. That's not your situation. I don't know if you understand me on that one. You don't. It's so being an empath, it is so hard to not want to fix other people's situations because we want to make it our problem and make it something we want to help. And people will take advantage of that. That's right. And then that's people say that's narcissistic. I'll tell you what you need to hear, or what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay, what you need to hear, okay, but that's a narcissist taking from you then. What you need to hear is exactly what they want to hear. They want to hear that. I don't know. It's really freaking confusing how to deal with a person that can mess with your head like that. We aren't fixers. No, but we can fix. I don't think I could remember a happy ending. However, hello. Well, if you can walk away from a situation with a smile on your face and laughter in your soul and in your mind and in your heart and all that, and even out loud, after somebody else just sat there going ballistic on you and you just sat there just twiddling your thumbs and minding, keeping your cool and not losing your patience, that's a pretty awesome way to have a happy ending because you walked away not looking like a fool. And whereas before maybe you always ran away from a situation because you want to avoid the drama. Instead, you finally come to a place where you can stand up, take it, say the right words, and not, you're interacting, which, but you're interacting in a way where you have control over you and hopefully that person a little bit. I think more fun to invent one for them at this point. It is, but as long as it seems it's kind of vengeful, it feels good to do it too. I've been there. I know what that feeling is. It makes you start to feel over encouraged, and then it's like then after we've done that, it's like then we become just like them, egotistical, because we're getting a little bit prideful, and it might go to our head. So when you're making an ending that is really happy for yourself and you're really enjoying it, and it's okay, and as long as it's not hurting them. But I don't know, the vengefulness is like I don't know, I just sense that energy in there about that. Oh. Yep, that's something that takes a lot of understanding, how to not make a person offensive, defensive towards you, finding the right words, knowing how to read other people, knowing how to see, knowing what not to say to hurt them, but saying something that'll help them. This takes not trick, I was gonna say it takes a lot of trickery. It doesn't take trickery. I've said the wrong thing. It takes a lot of understanding, patience and understanding, and being able to step back and really understand a person, just understanding. And sometimes you get it wrong. You can get it wrong, and that's okay. As long as you notice it. Like if you remember I said about auto drive or autopilot, being on autopilot, sometimes we forget, and all of a sudden, as you keep doing the process over and over and over, all of a sudden you're like into an argument with somebody and you totally forgot, you just weren't expecting it. It might have took you off surprise, and you may have been busy doing something else and something came in at you, and so you, boom, automatically started responding to this person in the same way that you had been doing in the past. And it would, because it's still kind of in there in your energy. It doesn't just go away just like that. But all of a sudden now when you do something clicks a little bit sooner than all those hours and days that used to go by in your past where you stayed stuck in that energy. All of a sudden it's like, boom, you're recognizing that you're reacting to this person, and you're able to stop and walk away, pull out, do something that just is totally what you've relearned your brain to think and do, and all that fun stuff. It's a pretty interesting process. I don't have anything revenge in areas of men. Don't think like that. Oh, that's pretty good. Realizing the mistake. I'm just like catching half of these. Hold on. Yep, it's a process, and it's like in your brain, and it's like you're trying to override. It's like the computers were overriding, trying to, like other people have to override certain processes on that darn computer, and so like you have to override like all those tabs open on your computer. That's like in your brain, and everything is all like your passwords and stuff like that. We all have that memorized. So when we get on our computers and get into different programs, everything's already pre-programmed, and so that's like our brain too. I'm not saying we're like a freaking computer, but in a way we kind of are. It's just, the computer was made after our brains. It was a person, a human who made the computer, right? They had to think up some type of process, and I know that's just like processes are pretty good to be able to understand and start thinking in a different way. Like, just because someone acts in such a way doesn't mean you have to do it back. That's correct. Sometimes we forget though, and that's okay too, as long as we realize that, maybe sometimes we need to let out that energy that, we can't always be Miss Goody Two Shoes all the time, right? I mean, sometimes we might have to let out some of that energy just so we can really understand, maybe reground ourselves and bring ourselves back and say, hey, we are a person, we are human, we do have the right to make mistakes. Yep, we get the same outcomes. Okay, well, let's see. I don't know how much of a lag this thing is, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. And now I've been processing, I've been doing a lot of, ugh, I had to, I started to go through processes and changes in 2016. I don't know if you guys have heard that or not. Truth is too well and fun. Oh yeah, and you can laugh when you can laugh at your own mistakes. Oh my gosh, and make a joke out of it and share with other people. That is like the most awesomest thing, and make people laugh. I mean, you're making a situation that was totally bad for you. You're able to turn it around and share it with people who actually need to have that understanding, to have the help and guidance that you've already been through. And when you can take a situation, turn it into something that's full of laughter and joy, and even though it's a bad situation, I mean, it can be the worst thing in the whole wide world. It's a beautiful thing to be able to be somebody that somebody else can look up to and say, well, gosh, you made it through that. I can too. And however my skills are that I've had to use to process, I'm able to help other people with that in real life. Sometimes I do it without permission. I just kind of, that's my bad. I have to stop. I had to stop going on Facebook so much because I see somebody having some issues and I just jump right in, and I see a clear understanding of the picture, and I just have it in me to say, oh my God, this is what you can do. I could see such an easy way to get out of that situation. And it was like, and I had to stop because I just blow up a phone because I'm too detailed. But it feels good to help other people. It's hard. That change is gonna blow. It's gonna make you lose friends, but you're gonna bring in people that are good for you, that are gonna stand with you and understand what you do, understand what your needs are. I don't know. I think I kind of feel selfish a little because I said I only keep the people. I keep people. My friends are people that I have in my life that need me, and I need them for certain things too. But I mean, I'm there for them. I don't know. I've distanced myself from a lot of people, and I'm bringing people back in my life in my own terms that fit and resonate with me. If they don't fit and resonate with me, they cause more drama and conflict, and it's kind of like there's no real emotions there in that friendship with that person. It's like a high by. It's really dry, unemotional. It's just all pure logical. No deepness there. No nothing like that, unless it's needed. But it's able to be pulled back out. Yep, and it's really hard when you do it to your family members. My family members, my sisters, like you're not. You're just so bitter. You have no emotions. Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, what do I need to have emotions for when I'm making decisions? If I use my emotions to make my decisions, then I'm bound and determined to make a decision that's, wrong for me. I've learned my mistakes about that in my past by making decisions using my emotions. Then where did that ever get me? It made me stuck in situations that were keeping me from going forward. It kept me back falling, kept me stuck in all this other icky stuff that I just never really needed to be because of other people, feeling sorry for other people, feeling like I'm gonna hurt other people's feelings. So I would hold back on what I really wanted or what I wanted to say, my truth, you know, that I don't need to have. I learned my lesson not to use emotions. Well, that's one lesson, I guess, of many, many. But a main one was using the emotions. People use them against you to get you to do what you want or they want by manipulating you with their emotions. And that's something that you learn to do right back to other people. And it's bogus, but there's, when you start to see it, it's like, wow, it makes it really hard to deal with people because you have to learn a whole new way of dealing with people because you're also in recognition that you have to question almost every single thing you do now. Like when you go to deal with a person, it's like, am I manipulating this person? Or if I really need something, how do I it's like manipulating them, knowing that you can manipulate. Oh gosh, it's just a process. My sister and her little, you don't have no emotions because you look at sister, you need to grow up out of your emotions. Sorry. And just wanting to hold you back, no support, bitter and manipulative. I dislike that. So bye bye, haha. Huh? On a different path I had. Yes, I did with family as well. I just wanting to hold. Oh, I thought you were saying that to me. I was like, huh, me? Just wanting to hold you back. No support, bitter and manipulative. Yep, it's all about them and nobody else. And if it's not going the way they want, then they're going to treat you like you know what and make you feel bad and make you feel so bad. They're going to make you beg for them to give you attention. They'll withhold the attention. Oh gosh, that list just goes on. Every single little manipulative little thing that they can do to beg, to beg and beg. They get you sucked right into their energy. And it's the hardest thing to do because unless you realize that all of a sudden, when you come into a realization that you're stronger than that, better than that, but yet you're still stuck in that. It's like you need to pull yourself out of that. And sometimes you have to learn the hardest things to do. The hardest way to even learn about that is by losing every freaking thing in the whole wide world and going and having to start your whole life all over again. You have to be brought down to a point, unless you're raised in a home that is just perfect, there's the perfect life. I don't think any of us have perfect lives. We can show that on the exterior, and on the interior, though, we're all fighting our own little demons, every single person. Some people, they'll say they're happy, but in reality, they're really probably, maybe they are happy. If they don't have any problems, then that's great, and I'm proud of them. Then they're probably your friend too. They're probably a true friend, but I'm pretty sure it took them a time to get to there. And there's people that are just pure lucky, right? And there's no reason to ever be resentful of them. Yep, we can. Ah. Okay. Well, I hope my energy is helpful in that today, with other people feeling good. But I get to go, and I still have other readings. I still have Sagittarius, and I have Scorpio. I forgot about Scorpio. Gosh. So I've been trying to lock everybody together in little groups, but it's like, I kind of almost get bored. It's like this is more interactive for me, and I like that more better. So with all this said and done, I am going to take a break really quick And I'm going to get off here and I'm going to come back to I'm going to put it into this video here. And I'll be back in about 10 minutes to do Scorpio, because this is a long one for this. And this, I know someone's probably going to come in and say, oh my gosh, what's all the banter about? Because I've watched other people I've watched other people do some readings, and when I'm bored and I have nothing else to do, I'll go watch readings. And then I start to get bored because everybody's like, oh my God, I need to find some type of inspiration to get me going, and I'm just not finding it. And so then all of a sudden today I found my inspiration. It's like I need to do something different with my own channel. And it's like, and I had been thinking about, going and doing readings and stuff, but I thought, well, people will say, oh, well, you shouldn't be giving away your work for free. It's like, well, what do you think I'm doing right now? I've been doing that and I don't care. It's my choice what I want to do. I have people that already, send me money through PayPal and stuff. I don't go and telling I've put whatever on there. I've added my little PayPal deal, whatever, but I don't sit there and go and ask for it. They're like, well, you're not making money. It's like, I have enough money. I'm living just fine. I'm happy. I have support, and that's what, as long as I have the support I need, I'm doing all right. And if I want to I'm doing what I want to do, which is my own thing, and I'm the one responsible for my own failure and all that, right? Do what you feel. Forget their opinions. Exactly. My daughters, you're welcome. I do like to give the reads. I have no problem with that. It's just that sometimes I get bored because, there's been a lot of energy, a lot of processing still going on. Sometimes I get stuck in something that I just don't want to put anything out. I wouldn't want to be on here if I was in. How am I supposed to be clear-minded and give a reading regarding these cards? I'll do readings for myself all the time, and that's pretty easy for me now, but I'd rather do it for other people and know that my readings or what I'm doing is, well, I've found that they resonate pretty good, which, that's an awesome feeling. I put a lot of study time in. I don't want to just go out there and just throw out my intuition. I don't know, that was a fear. That was a big fear just to even get started on her. And there's the Five of Pentacles. So there's some consoling going on for somebody that's watching this. There's some consoling regarding some type of money loss and some help available to you regarding a loss and some money. This is a stability. You could have maybe a child maybe coming towards you that or a child that may be feeling a need for some security here. And not like all they need is like comfort. They don't need somebody imposing opinions of what they should do. They just want someone to listen to them. I do this with my kid all the time. I just sat there and asked, she wants an Xbox. And I said, okay, well, what are you going to do for it? You got to earn the money for it. So, or else you'll have to wait till your birthday, which isn't till August. So if you want an Xbox, what are you willing to do? Well, you can pay me $10 a week. Okay, well, what are you going to, am I supposed to just give you that money? I have to make that money. I might as well, if I make that money, I can keep it for myself and make sure I have, I can do whatever. But I'm not just going to give something to you. Not right now, not if I don't have abundance and that income or whatever. And plus, I feel that she should earn it. She already has everything else she wants. And so okay, well, I'll do chores. I just want $10 a week. Okay, well, let's see. She'd probably get mad at me for this. I said, okay, well, give me a list. Tell me what you guys want to do. Or, what do you want to do for that $10? Well, I'll feed and water the dog. What? For a whole week, $10 to feed and water a dog? I can do that for free. That's no big deal to me. I water it every day. I give it food every day. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. So I'm like, no, I think that's worth like, oh, let me see, maybe a quarter a day, because it's so simple and easy. Just scoop the dog food out, put it in a bowl, put some water in there, you're done. How simple. That's quarter. And okay, so that worked out to $1.75 for the whole week for 7 days. And then she's all like, well, I go, okay, now you have what, $8.25 left to go. What else can you do? And it started, I got 4 things written down on a list of notes. I was writing the stuff down in my phone. And you didn't get a lot, I'm reading. So she goes and she starts to argue about cleaning the bathroom every day. Like she said, I said, all you have to do is just toilet, you just spray bleach on it, whatever, the handle, you run scrub brush, whatever, through the toilet. You do the mirror with Windex and you clean the sink. That's that's worth a quarter a day. It's pretty simple and easy. So you can do that and sweep the floor too in the bathroom and empty the trash, whatever needs to be done in there on a daily basis, unless it don't need to be emptied. Oh, that's worth $2. And I only have to do it 1 time a week. I'm like, no, if you do it daily and you can earn, it doesn't need to be done once a week. You should be doing it every day. So that way it's just done and it's always nice and sparkly clean. And it started to become a problem between me and her. She's 12 and she didn't want to do that. And it was like she wanted more money. And I said, well, no. I said, oh, you know what? Let's solve this. You go upstairs and figure out what you want. You write down your list. It's your deal that you want. So you make the effort to go. I've tried to help you, but I'd rather have you make the effort to me with a list of what you want to have done, what you want to do to earn that money, and then what you think all that is worth. And she knows I'm not going to just say, oh, yeah, okay, that's worth this much. She knows I'm going to go look at this list and agree. Like I told her, I'll agree on it. And if it's something that's just like, yeah, right, then I'll let you know what I think. You can make that choice. And then, boom, then you're responsible for your list to do that you brought to me, that you said you would do, that I agreed on. And if you don't get the money at the end of the week, that's going to be on you, not me. It's all you. So that way, if she fails, it's on her. I'm not responsible, and she has to take responsibility for herself. Instead of getting everything, it teaches, I don't know, I think it's just awesome to teach a kid that. Not every day am I Miss Marty McGarty about that either. I still have trouble doing everyday clothes. Yeah. When we have a job, it's pretty easy because we get paid. We have to follow the rules to keep that job. So everyday cleaning at that job, that's something that you have to do. It's a must to do. And that's something we just do. So why not do it at home too? God. Close it all down. This is our meeting. To what you were saying. See? So see what you're saying. Yeah, a robot. Yeah, but watch out for those robots. They might end up turning on you, They might turn. Imagine if they became one of those, an obstinate defiance child who openly defies you and will not. Can you imagine a robot doing that to you? Oh my God. They're more smarter than a child is. A child, they're not as smart as what a robot would be. So I don't know about that AI. They might get they might start to get, they have little processes in their minds too that will make them become smarter one day and turn on us. So that's kind of a scary thought. I'm not going to really worry about that right now. They can turn on you. Something to think on. Yep. Just like kids, they do it. We train them. Just as when we were kids, we all got taught a certain way to be, how to act, and all that. And then if we stayed in the same environment and developed friendships with that environment, that blended with our energies of whatever we were taught to believe in, that's okay. But when we get stuck in a whole different environment, we learn other things that blend in with that stuff, and then I don't know, just get a lot of stuff put on us that make us adapt to other people behaviors again. Then you start taking it all off and you just have no more of those people around you. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get off though because my dog is sitting here looking out the window in the dark, wanting to go outside and chase rabbits or something, or his girlfriend dog that runs around once in a while. And if I don't let him out, then he's gonna get me, he's gonna annoy me. And then I'm gonna get my level of frustration will go up because I'm trying to talk and over talk him. He gets louder because he thinks I'm talking to him because he doesn't realize that I'm talking to a camera that is on the computer because he's a dog. You'd be amazed at hearing him. Alrighty, so I'll talk to you guys later. And thanks for the interactions. I appreciate that. And next time, maybe I'll have more, maybe have like a solid thing to talk about. If you guys have picked a subject, we'll talk about it. Who knows? It's all, I think, going to change just besides my cards. Because look at, I can talk. It's just me trying to keep tab on this the thing over here, the computer screen. It's like I'm so used to having my camera in front of me instead of up here, and my computer's over there, and I'm having to watch that while I'm talking. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great evening. Bye.